Hey, welcome back once again to Mania 4Q World Cup 2023, and we're now advancing for the next match coming up right here, and it's gonna be Vietnam versus Argentina, the more of the higher seed versus the lower seed once again. And I'm Nifa, and back again, and we'll be commentating against with Reveil. How are you doing?
Hello, we've seen some really interesting matches, a couple of sweeps, but a lot of the map gaps have been very small. And I think for this kind of match, where you can definitely see a seed disparity, I think we might still see some really close maps. We have Vietnam and Argentina. Vietnam are able to keep 4 players from last year, being Lord, Sivelia, Magnifiester, and Tridon. And the 2 new additions are Vixel and Tokiyumi, replacing Frostleaf and Mikleek from last year. Argentina only keep 1 player in C90. Boss Place returns after 2 years. Limber, previously known as Luyao B, makes an appearance after 4 years. And alongside them are Catalespiax, Hydro Kaburo, and Agus Gex. So a relatively new roster for Argentina as well, and this is going to be their first ever encounter in 4K. And yeah, Vietnam have been dominating all of the qualifiers, so I think Argentina, their strongest qualifier, at least compared to Vietnam, is probably going to be Jump Stream.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like if anything, this could be like when the map pool is gonna be like a little bit easier from like the qualifiers run. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a different approach to how they would making sure they play all the maps in the pool, and the physicality is definitely like a lot less reduced to a point that it could be actually like you would just play it for sharpshooting. And I think this is probably what happened for both of these teams, mainly for Vietnam and Argentina, because they have their most accurate players for sharpshooting.
Yeah, Vietnam has always been on like this constant rise of bringing in a lot of interesting new talent, and seeing them being able to keep hold of most of their players that helped them bring Vietnam to top 12, we could see them make a pretty good run, and especially since they were able to finish top 8 actually in qualifiers, so definitely a good year to try and push for top 8 this time.
Absolutely, we're going to be seeing a little bit of a reoccurrence for Argentina, and seeing probably what the bans would be, and Vietnam would be making sure they would have to prioritize their protect really carefully, because Vietnam historically doesn't really have a good track record for protects and bans, and their picks have always been a little bit more questionable than whatnot. Argentina has a little bit of strategy on their side, but it takes more than that to even take down Vietnam in this case.
Yeah, strategy isn't always going to be everything, because you still need to perform in the maps themselves. I think one map that I'm looking forward to see if it's going to be protected or banned or picked would be Rise 2, Little God Channel, because like I mentioned, Argentina has a really decent jump streamer skill set. They have a 8,000 point difference on stage 7 between them and Vietnam, so definitely something to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, like for stage 7, comparing a 250-ish jump stream to 217 doesn't seem like a good comparison, but I feel like this is just still on the track record of sharpshooting. In this case, it would be this would be different, like a hell of a lot different, especially with the easier pools this time around. Although we'll see Argentina winning the roles now, so Argentina will have the chance to making sure they're gonna be protecting first, and they're gonna be protecting Hajime to Shimasho. Ooh.
That's actually okay, I think. Like, protecting the 300 BPM burst speed map, I think that's pretty fine.
That's fair enough for Protect. It doesn't seem to give out too much information at the very least. At least they're good in like a more of this bursty speed. So Hopeful Frontier and Hawatari has that kind of vibe to it. So Argentina will making sure they still have some key information being kept as a trick up on their sleeve.
Oh, SV's left untouched. They're actually going to protect Water Lily. Now, something to also point out is that Argentina do not have a good stage 1. In fact, they didn't even make it to top 32 on stage 1, and Vietnam are 6th on stage 1.
Yeah, Argentina will most likely have to ban one of these, and probably is going to be probably banning OMG in this case because how aggravatingly slow they are. And Vietnam not protecting any of the SVs, it's just making sure they have the advantage of banning any other picks really. Oh, okay.
There are players. Oh.
Just making sure they have a solid, decent ban for them. I would say probably on the vicinity of like Rice 5. Oh!
Vietnam is banning SV.
SV. Oh, okay. So Argentina banning SV2? Does it? If I'm gonna guessing it? That's
That is so interesting. I thought Vietnam could like earn easy points, like 3 points
go.
on SV. There it goes.
No SVs allowed in this match. What?
I am actually very surprised. I thought Vietnam would actually want to go for SV like as a 3 point. Like on stage 1, there's a 200,000 point difference. It should be like a 3 point to Vietnam, but I guess not. They don't want to play SV at all.
Well, I guess I was right in a sense that Vietnam doesn't have a good track record for banning now.
I mean, we'll have to see.
Alright, we'll see. I mean, Argentina did win the role, so they have a chance to pick first.
Yep.
So we're gonna see. I mean, probably going for like Hajime Tishimasho or Little God Channel, I guess in this case. Alright, oh! Hawatari Nyoka Sensei, okay.
Oh, it's actually gonna be Vice 5? They're saying Shoegazer, so it's probably gonna be Hawatari, yeah.
No, I mean, they're picking Shoegazer. Get her in.
Shoegazer joins the VC.
Alright.
I mean, let's actually make sure that Argentina do want to go for it first.
Well, it does have the same vibe as like in terms of bursty type pick.
Yeah.
I guess it does make sense. They're gonna go for this first before they're testing the waters on anything else.
Some players to definitely what?
Oh, that's a tiebreaker pick.
Okay, they do want to actually pick a Hawatari. Why do you call it the Pochita map? Just okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, they picked Shoegazer, so there's a lot to come from there.
Fair enough. Okay, some players to definitely look out for from both teams, Triduan and Boss Plays, both able to MVP their teams in the qualifiers. Triduan getting MVPs of 3 stages, and Boss Plays managing to MVP 3 stages of their own as well. But we'll have to see if they want to play this. I think Boss Plays will, and probably Triduan.
Yeah, except they're still in the wrong space. But so
yeah,
give them some time to maybe readjust and set up the things, because I feel like their full roster for Argentina seems like it's going to be C90, Boss Plays, and one probably Loyal or Limburg, maybe.
If we're seeing like
because Manifesto will be like in Vietnam. And probably Savelia or probably Taiwan. Oh, Vixel. Okay.
Oh, Vixel. Okay. You know what? I think I like this roster from Vietnam. But we are gonna see a Catalyspia X.
I'm on board for this full roster for both sides, really.
Yeah.
Catalypsia mostly a little like has an advantage of making of more of a tech picks in general, and Vixile is also being known for most of the all-rounder-ish type of player, although not really, because like some left one room.
Oh, I think it's Triduan. They want to get Triduan in, which is no surprise because Triduan is arguably Vietnam's best player. As for Argentina, this roster is the exact same that managed to get their score on stage 2, so no surprises there. But yeah, Triduan's in the lobby now.
And hopefully this will pay us off for Argentina, because they still have a tough hill to climb from there. They have no like other viable picks outside of the Rice, and I don't think they were gonna want to venture to LNs that quick, but at least this one is as a safe haven for now, at least.
I think Argentina would definitely want to try and stick with the rice. Very sure Vietnam have like a really scary LN roster.
Alright, seeing all 100%. Oh, nice, yeah. Just all until this point.
Yeah. I mean, this part doesn't really matter too much. It's when that drop comes, and then we'll see if much accuracy changes.
This is when the core jack players start to rise. Especially for boss plays,
Rise
because boss
up.
plays is was more of a sharpshooter on that. Great core
So far, it's just
selection.
Catalespia actually just making up the difference of that lead. Oh, but Triton
no.
does miss!
Triton does miss, it's after the 400 combo, so it does take a little while to get to recover from that.
I might have
But it's
doing too much.
It's very short though, so it doesn't need to recover now.
Okay, we do have a big section. Catalespia is still at a lower accuracy than Tridon. But Argentina have that lead because of the miss.
Oh, Vietnam's trying to take a look back at inaccuracy, it seems like, because 5,000 points start to shrink and diminish. Oh god,
my
that's
god,
a
that
200
lead is
cancel.
Yeah, but that lead is
3,000-ish
still
now.
Argentina. Okay, there is still that last ending part. That last
2,000-ish.
burst. Argentina
Last
need
burst.
to be careful. They need to hold on.
Let's not to drop 200s from here on out, because look at
Oh,
that,
they do.
3,000 points!
It was just that miss. Tridon. Oh my gosh.
No
These
200s
scores.
outside of... They're lower than 200s overall. Only Catalepsia being suffered from the ratio, and only that miss counts for Argentina.
Yeah, really good start from Argentina. Being able to capitalize on the miss and just have a full team of FCs with decent AC.
This is still a pretty rough start, regardless, because if Tridon didn't really miss, it would still really matter, really. But that one miss, it counts for Argentina, and Argentina will still have a comfortable pick to go with. And still waiting for Vietnam for them to take a pick. And given no SVs this time around, so we're gonna have to rely on probably Hybrid and LNs. And since probably
I think
Vietnam,
any of the LNs probably.
I mean, Vietnam could probably go for tarot cards, probably, because it's the least dense LN density, because it's more of a focus on the coordination releases.
Oh, they are going for 2 actually, 8-bit Voyager, yeah. This is a pretty popular LN pick. I think it's been the most picked out of the 3.
Oh yeah, for sure, because 8-bit Voyager is simple enough to understand how dense the LN is, even though it's not that dense for this difficulty, but it's really a comfortable-ish to ratio and everything. Probably the easier one, I would say.
So we will see some changes. Magnifestio is now in the lobby.
I would normally expect to see like Sibelia playing for the LNs for Vietnam, because at this stage of the game, because Sibelia is more played towards like the LN side of things, I would say probably I wouldn't really expect Magnifestio to play it, honestly.
Yeah, I was actually expecting Vixal because Vixal did play stage 5. As for Argentina, I think it might be boss plays Hydro, who has just joined the lobby, and maybe Argus Gex. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, yeah, there you go, yeah. Argus Gex is coming in for the third player for Argentina. This is probably one of the picks that you would expect Vietnam to really be comfortable with, especially with that kind of roster with Law, Tridon, and Manifestio, which are 3 powerhouses of the early game LNs at the very least.
Now And we'll have to see if all of these 6 players are able to hold through pretty dense LN.
It seems we're gonna need to start soon enough. And I'm pretty sure 8-bit Voyager has been picked in every single match so far. At the if my memory serves me right, because this is very popular for what it is now.
I don't think it was picked in the Singapore-Australia one, but other than that, I think every other match has been picked, yeah.
Alright, so it's just that one match, but it's really... It just goes to have to show this is very popular for what it is, right? LN density has been, like, the most valuable pick to go on from if you're conversing with other LN... No, not the non-LN team, at least.
Yeah, the non-LN team. And like this is the perfect example because Vietnam and Argentina have a very jarring LN qualifier stage difference, like 60,000 on stage 4, 63,000 on stage 5. So this should be, on paper, a comfortable victory for Vietnam, but we'll have to see.
Lot with the 99.945.
Yeah, my gosh.
On the first 1,000-ish notes. Early game LNs do really shine on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but Argentina's still all holding FCs though.
Yeah, all the very it was like almost like an 8,000 point difference, which is not that lot, not that whole lot to begin with. Any major mistake can swing this either way, bro. So it really depends on the accuracy.
Definitely does, but I think with the experience that Vietnam have, and especially with keeping their roster from last year, you can definitely tell that the nerves are definitely a lot lower. So they're just tanking through all of this. Lot's still holding a 99.9 up to this point.
Yeah, still hovering around that same kind of average rate, 99.85 on average for Vietnam. And boss plays Agus Gex in here recover doesn't seem to match even the lowest accuracy on Vietnam right now. Just goes to show how incredibly powerful for Vietnam roster is for long notes in general.
You definitely have to give credit to Argentina though. Being able to still pull off all 3 FCs still is pretty impressive considering the disparity in the stage 4 and stage 5. But it is not going to be enough. Vietnam are just absolute LN powerhouses and they'll take it by 22,000 points.
Yeah, those are not V1SSs, those are black flags. What? Jeez, okay.
166, okay.
That's 166, 276, 291. Yeah, just pure destruction on ratios, really. Worst ratio being 276.6 is the lowest for Vietnam, and the other side, the best for Argentina is 471.8.
Yeah, this is where Vietnam are going to attack Argentina to the fullest, I'm very sure.
That kind of performance, it's just speaking for itself.
Okay, Argentina, what's next? There's still a very decent pool of rice. But which one?
Yeah, Argentina, given how Hajime Tsushima was protected, maybe Hopeful Frontier will be next. Although, probably you don't count that silly 2 sections for that, but, you know, it could be anything.
Honestly, they could try and pick like the next shortest rice map, which is probably Hopeful Frontier, and just hope that Vietnam choke and they don't within that time span.
Well, maybe they're feeling hopeful because, you know, that kind of pick is really what giving them the hope for those 2 small sections to choke with. They're taking the sweet time, it seems like, and I don't know. Argentina has a lot of a line here, given they win it pretty like by a fair margin. Okay, they're going for the protected pick.
Yep. Okay, no surprises there, I guess. I mean, if they want to get the protect out of the way, they'll just get the protect out of the way then.
God,
Alright.
every time this was being picked, I was ready to hate this song so much. This is very Nightcore-ish for a time like
Dude,
this.
do you still hate it?
Increasingly hate it.
Oh boy. Because I think this map has been picked in every single match so far.
Yeah. Well, I guess too bad. I guess for me.
I just remember a certain someone saying that this map won't get picked and
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I guess. I guess yeah. I guess that prediction is like the very famous
thrown out
last
the
words.
window.
Oh yeah, right. We're seeing Limber. Limber is Leo JLB. Recently changed name just to making
Yeah.
sure he's on the roster. All right, we're seeing.
Oh, my
It's
bad.
good
It
enough.
wasn't picked in. Oh, it wasn't picked in the China match. Oops. Oh, it wasn't also picked in Thailand's match. Oops. I'm lying. I'm spreading misinformation.
All right. That's on you. So don't worry.
Oh, Limber going for the mirror. Yeah.
No lot here. I mean, not. I would say it's not that surprising to me, but I understand why.
Actually, this Vietnam lineup was stage 7, which is the jump stream.
I think this is the point where it's not that fast enough to make sure that you would choke so much. Although this pad is pretty kind of rolly for what it is for a ska pick.
Yeah, right now that lead difference is just Limber.
I mean, it kind of does make sense because this pick is more rolly than what it is. Because if it's not that rolly, this would have been like a lot harder.
Yeah, definitely.
C90 though is absolutely on the same level as Manifesto right now.
Yeah, it's just Limber struggling.
I think it's
like
more of a
every
struggle.
single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more struggling because of the 200 count being a little bit on the early side on the hits there.
Yeah, boss play is also dipping down to 99.7.
This is still a 6,000 point lead, so we're still not even the first half yet done. So there's still a lot to go here.
Honestly, I think right now the one to watch will be Vixal to see if they might trip up for Vietnam, but it really doesn't seem like Vietnam will trip on this kind of map.
All
Just
right,
looking at their Vice qualifiers.
C90.
C90 will trip.
They trip on a little bit of a column 4, it seems like. Might have not misread, but they just like forgot to hit it in general.
Yeah, and that lead is just going to grow towards Vietnam.
Manifesto is like doesn't seem to phase at all with 99.92.
Yeah, Manifesto is just crushing it right now.
Still about 14k point lead for Vietnam. I mean, even so, Limber did start to recover on his bearings a little bit, but at the same time, Vietnam has a like average of 99.86. It's just like it's hard to recover when you boss play is already choking that much there.
I think that could be it because that's like the two top Argentina accuracies just losing combo, and Vietnam still have all three intact. When Vietnam's lowest is a 99.8, what can you do about that? Yeah, this is a team score and a half from Vietnam actually.
Lowest score in Vietnam is a 993. That's awful.
Wow.
Oh, that's awful. C90 was a miss flag too. That would have been like a better score than Manifesto there.
That would have been the best score in the lobby, but alas, Argentina's protect backfiring quite badly actually. Vietnam were able to steal that by a comfortable margin.
Limber would actually with like a 350s for somewhere out there.
somewhere.
So it might have not have been like that poor of an accuracy. It's just like misread on some streams, right? Something like that.
It is now back to Vietnam, and it's probably gonna be one of the LNs again, either 1 or 3. Well, it's gonna be 3, censored.
Censored, yeah. Also, that's a breakpoint for Vietnam, so they're in a good pace right now to making sure they have a good 2-point advantage right there. Right, so with Argentina, we're probably Agus guys coming right back in for this one.
Yeah, and probably Hydro. Actually, maybe C90 could stay in. I think C90 or Hydro, but surely Agus Gex will join.
Oh, wait, no. It's just empty start mine and it just goes aboard right away.
Whoops. It's fine. We're all good here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 3 Vietnamese players are basically the main LN lineup for density. And yeah, Agus Gex is in the lobby.
Right, I think it might be C90 staying in there, so that's interesting.
I think that's fine, yeah. C90 did play stage 4. So the man can play LN. But the question is, can they beat Vietnam?
Alright, let's see. We'll see what happens here with C90 coming back, right, storming back in for LNs. Even though they play like for the stage 4, it's like it's a totally different chart to deal with. Although this is on the same vein as that.
Yeah, I think right now it's just to bank for Vietnam to miss, because Argentina had a pretty good LN too, but it's just the accuracy difference is so big.
C90 had a 200,
yeah.
C90 had a 200 a little bit of the beginning. There's another one.
Who's Gex as well? And Lot is being Lot.
99.95 is respectable. Is increasing for some reason.
Somehow increasing.
I mean, sure,
yeah,
because
once
like
again.
Okay, this is like the mini werewolf house, I guess. You normally see a hand to Ellen's like that.
Like, this is basically the same scenario as 8-bit Voyager. Like, you have all 6 players holding combo, but then Vietnam's accuracy is like, how do you beat that right now? Agus Gex dropping all the way to 99.2.
Yeah, 99.78 on average. Well, not 7.8 average. Well, Lot had 99.9, so that bumps up a little bit. But again, that 24,000 point difference, that's all in the accuracy. All the combos stayed intact.
I mean, that is a positive for Argentina, is that they can hold the combo, so if Vietnam do miss, there's a chance for them to come back. But with every passing second, you can see Vietnam just being able to stabilize the accuracy, and C90 will drop.
Not anymore, so... Well, I mean... Thankfully, this is not... We're not in the era where Score B2 actually just call block you like 2 miles ahead, so...
Yeah.
So it doesn't really... It still hurts you so much when you miss like that. Lost players did choke once again, but Lot with a 997, that's a score. That is a score.
Oh my gosh, Lot.
A 157. Just look at, again, the pure destruction of the ratios. No one is below 500. Argentina has above that.
Yeah, Vietnam have just full control on LNs, and you won't be surprised if they want to go for tarot cards for their next pick, but it is going to be Argentina to pick next.
I mean, Hopeful Frontier is probably going to have to come out sooner or later, or probably like Hopeful Frontier in this case.
Yeah, there's really only 3 options left, I think, for Argentina. Well, maybe 2. I don't know if they want to go for Poppy.
I mean, I've seen Little God Channel being picked on like Spain versus Russia, and that's probably the only match that pick is going to be used.
Yes.
And I don't know if they're going to do that here. Let's see. Let's see what happens here because Poppy. Oh, apparently New Day.
Oh, New Day. Congratulations, whoever is UTC +9.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Hopeful. All right. They're getting
okay.
hopeful. They're getting hopeful. So they're getting hopeful to get a second point. So let's see.
Well, they need that hope because if they lose, it's match point to Vietnam. Wait, is it?
All right.
Okay,
yeah.
it is,
They're already saying hopeful. Hopeful Frontier is the pick. All right. So hopefully they get the message.
It is now on client. Once again, we're probably gonna see a lot of team swapping because we just came from an LN map, so... Limber is now in.
Yeah, I'm at least slightly less worried. If not in the Hajime Tsushima show with the speed pit, because this is not so much the speed. This is just so much on nailing every burst and not making sure you rush the two small sections. That just is incredibly silly.
Okay, we will see Manifestio in.
Yeah, well, because Vixal mind blocked it, so.
Oh, Vixal mind blocked it, so Lord is stepping. Okay, I mean, whatever works for Vietnam, I guess.
That's fair enough because there's some couple of things that I think I would guess that that's the mind block section that they were talking about.
I mean, some of those jump trails can be quite nasty.
Well, if you rush one of them, that's game over, basically.
Yeah, if you rush one of them, it's over. That's the scary part. And oh, that's a bad into a boss place.
Alright, that's a rush. Alright, that's a rush. That's not even a split jump trail, mind you.
It was just the one tree, yeah.
That's really bad.
I mean, it is just the beginning, but it is already a pretty severe lead for Vietnam right at the start, 7,000 points.
I mean, as far as things go, that's a 7 to 8 200s being dropped on that one singular pattern. Oh, China one actually trading that with the miss after the 200 there.
Yeah, this could actually shake things up.
At least gonna cut off there because that's after the 400 combo.
Oh, but C90 were traded back.
Oh wow, that's a.
And that was the highest accuracy from Argentina.
Okay. Let's see who takes this now. Almost, there's a couple of 300s off and on, but it's still not as severe as you would think it'd be.
Yeah, but I think Vietnam will have to miss again if Argentina want to try and pull this back. Because once again, this is just an accuracy diff.
Ah, there it is, another miss from C90.
And that lead is just going to continue to grow. I mean, Manifestio's accuracy, man. Like, Vietnam always have, like, one player that's able to hold 99.9. Boss plays will drop. And that's just gonna continue hitting more nails into Argentina's coffin.
Yeah, I think at this point it's just more or less you just don't miss, really. Because this only last section is just the split jump trail and the streams.
Yeah, and everyone hits it. Well, the stream maybe? Yeah, everyone hits the stream.
Everyone hits the stream, and yeah, well, Manifestio probably gonna finish with a 99.93. Not quite,
wow.
But 97.5. 86, nice.
That's a full. Oh, that's almost a full team. That's almost a full team WS. Oh, tried on.
Oh, boss place.
That's a shame.
Wow, that boss place score was like 10 200s being dropped on that one trade trail.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
That ratio was so good.
That's pretty much it, and that all 200s that came, almost all of them came out of that one trade trail.
And Vietnam going for hybrid actually.
They're going for cybernetics, not water lily. Interestingly enough. Hold on, I mean, I guess they want to go for that instead of the protected pick, but sure.
To be fair, if they do somehow lose this and Argentina somehow win their pick, then Vietnam will probably opt for their protect.
Well, they're gonna have to opt it after this pick because
Yeah.
Argentina will have to making sure they have the one more point to almost taking it back to a tiebreaker, but it does seem a little bit hard than it seemed to be.
Interestingly, we're not seeing Siberia for Vietnam on the hybrid.
Well, I've seen information that Siberia is doing something else, so I mean, I don't want to question about it.
I mean, lot filling in is also not a huge deal. Mainly is keeping Vixa and Tridon. And as for Argentina, is having Hydro in Capital SPX and Boss Plays. Interesting seeing Capital SPX in a hybrid. We'll see how they'll fare. Like, this match point for Vietnam. If they win this, they are through to the next round in the upper bracket.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. You can see we've seen Hydrocarburo for the first time. I feel like for this match in particular.
So
Not
far,
bad
pretty
for a
respectable
start.
accuracies apart from Hydro. Yeah.
Not bad for a start there, for at the very least in the intro here. It's a couple nasty bursts here and there. Some little bit of spars in inverse Ellens. Oh, there you go.
But that's the
Catalyst,
miss.
yeah. First miss on that side.
And it might be normal business for Vietnam if that's the case.
Alright, let's see here.
These accuracies from Vietnam are just disgusting. Like, what is this?
Yeah, almost all rainbows on some of the bursts. That's yeah, almost all 99.9, mind you.
This is a showing and a half. And
Only
for
boss
Argentina
face
to
is
try and come
yeah.
back.
Only boss face is
Like-
keeping up with that.
Yeah, Boss Place is doing really well, but the other two players just not being able to match Vietnam's, and there really needs to be a devastating drop from Vietnam if Argentina want to try and sniff any hope from this.
More the Ellen section here, but I feel like this should not be much of a news for Vietnam really. There's a couple 200s here and there, but that's all the drops are. There's no other major drops from there whatsoever.
Yeah. And that is it. Vietnam will take it 5-1. A very respectable start from Argentina, but Vietnam were just able to crush on the LNs and hybrids. And everyone getting a 1-200 from Vietnam.
Yeah, almost like literally everyone from there is just dropping all of the LNs, really. It could have been all V1SS if they want to, but that ratio is just disgusting.
Yeah. But yeah, that will be it for this match. GG's. Vietnam will be advancing to the next round, and in fact, we already have our first confirmed round of 16 match. 2 matches, in fact. So Vietnam will be facing Thailand next week, and Argentina face the Netherlands next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it actually pans out, especially in a pool that is harder than this pool, which is round of 16. Round of 16 pool is gonna be tough, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more struggle than what it is already now.
Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting to see how Vietnam and Thailand are gonna play out each other. Seed 8 and Seed 9 is definitely something you do not want to miss, but with that being said, I believe we still have a match going on, and that is the United States and Ukraine.
Yeah, that's another match to see because United States just coming in very close to the seed number 1. Really, it's just a mere decimal point to making sure they got a seed 1 or something. So that's a thing. That's a spectacle if they want to see it happen.
But yeah, that will be streamed on the secondary channel, osulive_2. So it's already live, by the way, with our commentators Sparky and SunApple. So do say hi to them.
Yeah, please do say hi to, and just don't go anywhere really, because you need to see on that also live too, as that match is progressing now, really. So yeah, just hop it over to that Osu Live 2 and see you from there.
Yeah, that will be it from us on this mainstream, so do check OSLive_2 out, and with that, we will close it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.